Yeah, man. You want to tell me what you're doing?
I'm just hanging out, that's it.
Just hanging out?
Yep.
Who are you hanging out with?
I'm hanging out with her. I came here to make sure because, you know, there's a lot of profiles out there and everything else.
Right.
I don't want to get in trouble. I really
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
if you don't get in trouble, we just want to talk. You want to go talk outside?
I'm getting like.
Okay. Oh, do you want to sit down? Can you sit down?
Bro, I'm
Okay.
not. You're doing that.
All right, we gotta call the ambulance.
Okay, we'll call.
Relax.
Yeah, Anthony, you all right there?
Inhaler? Do you have?
Do you have an inhaler on you or anything? Someone maybe get him some water.
What up? It's your boy Skeeter here. Just want to give a huge shout out to the homies in PC Incorporated for setting this whole thing up and allowing me to be a part of it. So be sure to check out their channel. Secondly, we had to cut a few things out of this video in order to make it fit YouTube's guidelines. So if you want to see the full, raw, uncensored version, be sure to head over to my locals. Here you can access my uncut and uncensored content, and some of the videos on there are not on YouTube and won't be for some time. So if that sounds of interest to you, be sure to head down to the link in the description below and become a local supporter. That's pretty much all I got for you. Hope you enjoy the video.
There's a number of things that could cause one to pass out, like hot summer weather, finding out that your side piece is preggers, being confronted about the inappropriate conversation that you were having online with a 14-year-old girl. In 29-year-old Anthony's situation, that was the case. As soon as I started questioning him, he fainted, causing the scene of the century in this Walmart shopping center in Marion, Indiana. With the way he passed out, you've got to wonder whether it was all an act or not. I don't know about you, but I'm calling bullshit. Curious customers walked by, awestruck, concerned about the situation. Little did they know what Anthony was in the store for. He wasn't there to purchase a gallon of milk, I'll tell you that much. Anthony stuck to the script until paramedics arrived, but that only saved him for so long until the Marion Police Department showed up to book him.
It was a very busy weekend in Marion, Indiana. We came down there from Michigan to team up and collaborate with the predator catching group known as PCI. Now, even though they have a huge presence in all of Indiana, it hasn't deterred any of these guys from showing up and trying to meet up with, you know, a 13-year-old girl. It's really surprising. I mean, you know, how many predators are out there? I mean, it's just crazy. The state of Indiana just seems to have a real predator problem. You know, it's like there's just no shortage of these guys out there. We drove in Friday night, caught a guy. That went really well. Got some sleep, woke up the next day on Saturday, and got right back to it. Eric from PCI hit me up and said, "Yo, Skeeter, we got a guy on the hook. He's trying to meet up with a 14-year-old girl, I think it was, at this Walmart. Can you make it? He's meeting in about 30 minutes and he's antsy." Me and my cameraman were at breakfast at the time, and we only had so much time, so I scoffed down my coffee, burned my tongue, and we were off to the races, off to meet this guy at Walmart. Now, this was really last minute, and PCI organized the whole thing, so I didn't really know what I was walking into. Now, I imagine the story with this Anthony guy was a lot like, you know, all the other predators we catch. However, his reaction when we confronted him, that was a bit different. And you'll see what I mean in just a little bit here. Now, mind you, this Anthony guy has a daughter of his own, and his plan was to meet up with this 14-year-old girl in the Walmart, bring her out to his car, I think it was, and have sex. And he was going to do this just before he went to pick up his daughter from school, I think it was. I mean, the audacity that someone could have to do a thing like that and then just write it off like it was just a normal, everyday task. It's just, it's truly mind-boggling. So as soon as I step foot in the Walmart, Eric hands me the chat log, and then we start getting into the nitty-gritty of what this Anthony guy is all about, how he looks, and what he was saying to this girl that he believed to be 14. We're meeting Eric here for this catch. He says he's got this guy meeting up with a 13-year-old girl, I think it is. He's inside the Walmart right now, and looking to see where Eric is parked at so we can go in together here. All right, now our potential predator, we don't know what he looks like or anything because Eric has all the information, but we're going to meet him at the entrance right now, and we're gonna get a little, see if we can get a little brief on this guy, what he's all about. And he did mention that he has kids of his own, so there's that too. Oh, there he is, okay. Looks like he's got the chat logs printed as well. What's up, man? Did you have me in the shoes?
I'm not sure where
No. Shoes is always tradition, you know?
Right.
What's this guy been talking about, man?
So what?
What's this guy been talking about?
Talk about how he's never 14-year-old.
Oh.
He said you can do it without condom.
Oh,
Wants to do it in his truck.
struck. I never heard that one before.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna look at the chat log with you. What's this guy look like? You got a picture on him? Here, can I see the binder? Okay. So here's what we got. And that's what this guy looks like. Total boy with the tattoos. Got a pretty good look on him. Do we know what he's wearing? Do we know what he's wearing?
I can't remember what they said. He's like around here somewhere.
Okay.
Well, I want to come in here just to hide the camera so he doesn't see.
Did you print off like every screenshot, or is there like specific stuff you
I
wanted
think
to
it's
like?
specific stuff.
Okay.
I think it's the majority of the chat, but
Okay.
not the whole thing. Really, we'll like have somebody's doing, then try to get them outside, then we can really go to the binder.
Okay. You want to do it inside?
Huh?
You want to do it inside?
I mean, we can, but
What are you worried about?
just I don't want to get banned from here.
Oh.
We've caught like 8 dudes from here.
You still? They haven't said anything to you?
They haven't said anything yet.
Oh, you always have
But
to
we
go
always
outside?
go outside though.
Okay. Think you saw him?
I'm pretty sure that's him. Do with the hood up. You see his face? Have to do with the hood up. That might have been. That was him, right?
I didn't see him. Where is he right now?
Dog food out.
Dog food?
I just saw him. He's over there trying to look like a Sith Lord.
Yeah, and he's a dog for having this conversation too, I'll tell you that. Wonder what he'd do for a Scooby snack. What area?
Is he like afraid to approach you, or what's he doing?
We got the confirmation that Anthony was in the store and he was in the aisle waiting to meet this girl. And as it got closer and closer to meeting him face to face, it just got more and more intense. Is that her?
No. That's
what's
Sam,
that?
but that's not.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where she's at.
Couple naked pics. He's asking for naked pictures for the minor.
It's him.
I see him. Yeah, he's got the same yellow shirt on. That's him. That's for sure. Yeah, that's him. He's got the same yellow shirt on right there. Rick, get a zoom in on him over there. Okay, he's not even looking. That's him right there in the red hoodie. We spotted him in this burgundy hoodie. He had his hood up. You know, obviously he was trying to remain discreet because of what he was there to do.
I don't think I need it.
Huh? Cheaters?
No, I wish it was cheaper. Honor.
Close enough.
Look, I want to do that.
I'm gonna do it, don't worry.
I'm dead serious.
I'm doing it.
That was my show. Every episode.
Some of the bystanding customers saw what was going on, but they didn't really know what was happening. I think one of them asked if we were filming Cheaters, you know, if you remember the show Cheaters from back in the day, which, you know, that would be something, right? You know, who knows? Maybe I'll bring that show back one day. Who knows? How long are we gonna wait to confront him?
Let's go right now.
Let's go now. All right. Oh, they're right here. Here we go.
You'll be eligible to catfish.
Yeah, man. You want to explain what you're doing?
I'm just hanging out, that's it.
Just hanging out.
Yep.
Who are you hanging out with?
I'm hanging out with her.
And how old is she?
As far as I know, from the profile that I saw, she was 24, I think.
24.
What did
On
you
Meet Me, yes.
You want to try again?
What'd you just tell me in the aisle over there? You were just asking if I was 14, right?
She says right here, I'm 14. And you say, you're effing with me, right? And how old are you?
I did, yes. I came here to make sure because, you know, there's a lot of profiles out there and
Gotcha.
everything else.
Right.
I don't want to get in trouble. I really
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
if you don't want to get in
Understandable.
trouble, we just want to
No.
talk. We want to go talk outside, and so we don't cause a scene
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, because I know that there's a lot of profiles.
You even say, are you joking that you're 14? You're truly
Yes.
14?
Yeah.
So are we just going to go outside?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
just talk outside.
That's fine.
We just want to talk.
That's fine. I'm not here to argue. I'm just trying to clear up this one because, well, I came here to find out because I do not want.
So you came here to find out if she was actually 14?
Yes.
From the get-go, I believe that Anthony was trying to think of a plan to get himself out of this situation. And let me tell you, he came up with quite the master plan. That doesn't make any sense.
Because if she was, then I was going to report it.
You were going to report it, so you had to come here, meet her, and make sure.
Yes.
You couldn't just trust what she was telling you on the
Did you
app.
just tell me in the aisle you're 14, I'm almost 30, this isn't right?
Yes.
I shouldn't be doing this, but people look down on this?
Yes.
So why'd you say that? And we're still walking around.
I'm getting like.
Okay. Oh, do you want to sit down? You want to sit down?
Bro,
Okay.
You're doing
Oh my God. All right, we gotta call the ambulance then.
Okay, well, call 911 then. He's having a predator attack.
Come on, bro. That was fake as shit.
Now, Anthony, you're making a total scene in this Walmart. You're really not making yourself look good here.
Looking a little dramatic here, buddy.
I tried to catch you and you forced yourself down.
As we're exiting the store with him, he leans against this shelf and, if you ask me, pretends to pass out. It didn't look real or convincing at all. I mean, he starts falling. Eric tries to catch him and stop him from falling, but he seems to sort of force himself down to the ground, and he acts as if he passed out from, you know, the situation. Hey, Anthony.
We're gonna have to call the ambulance now and cops gonna show up.
Is he sleeping?
It sounds like he's snoring.
Call 911.
Someone give him a Predator Percocet and wake him up or something.
Friday. Is someone calling?
Okay, I'll get him manager.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, she's calling.
You say that you want her to send you some naked pics.
Sir, we're gonna call an ambulance for you, okay? Can you hear me? It's the girl that you were helping pick out oil. Remember we were just talking?
You, Anthony?
Maybe you sit up so you can breathe a little bit better. Can we sit you up?
It's not enough air getting into his lungs there.
Anthony, man.
Man,
come on.
Are you on any kind of drugs, Anthony? We need to tell the paramedics, okay?
Your chest is moving, you're breathing.
You even said that you are truly down and want to make sure that the cops aren't waiting when you came to meet her. So that got him moving. Now, Anthony was, you know, passed out, but I knew he could still hear me, so I went ahead and got into the chat log anyway.
Just relax, Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony, you all right there?
Inhaler?
Do you have an inhaler on you or anything? Someone maybe get him some water?
I have a Chomo chocolate milk.
You have what?
Chomo chocolate milk.
Oh, the Chomo chocolate milk? That'd probably help. He does look like he needs some milk. See, what else did he say? I mean, you asked her for a live naked picture, and she told you she was 14.
Said that you've never 14-year-old before. Haven't had with a 14-year-old before.
Doesn't he have kids of his own?
He has a 3-year-old girl he was just telling me
A
about.
three-year-old daughter.
Sexual target. It seems to promote his seizures when we talk about
Okay.
sexual things he's saying.
Yeah, we'll just give it a rest for a minute and let him
Ambulance gets here.
recover. Yeah.
The
And then
detectives will be able to ask you all those sexual things you said to a little girl, okay? They'll be able to tell you after he goes to the hospital, okay? We'll get you on.
We could have just talked, man.
We had a conversation.
He's here to meet a little girl, so
a 14-year-old girl.
yeah.
I can see his eyelids moving.
Yeah, he's trying to open his eyes and see if we're still here or not.
You know what you look like?
You look like the biggest dumbass in Marion right now, mother.
Didn't this happen on DAP too a while
Yes.
ago? Same thing?
Yes.
This
Same
happened a
thing.
couple weeks ago. Guess what? They still took him to jail.
He was here to meet a child, and apparently that made him pass out.
Passed out. 100%.
Seems that the chat logs were a little too much for him to handle. And we didn't even get halfway through it.
They're right here, paramedics. His name's Anthony.
Now, we have never seen anything like this at this point. I mean, this was, truly, truly amazing. And Anthony stuck to this act until the EMTs arrived. Caused an entire scene in this Walmart. I mean, there would have been so much less of a scene, and he would have had so much less attention on him had he just walked out of the store and answered our questions that we had for him. But Anthony was a real class act, He apparently he likes the spotlight being on him.
Anthony?
Because I've never blanked a 14-year-old.
Now, I imagine nothing really goes on in this city. So for people to be, witnessing this going on, I mean, it had to have been pretty entertaining for them, I would imagine.
Does anyone know CPR? Or I don't know what to do here.
I do, but he's breathing, so I'm not going to administer it.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Well, I guess he's just taking a nap.
Sounds like he was snoring there for a second.
Yeah.
You have to pick up your daughter soon. It's kind of concerning.
Yeah. What time's he got
Let's
to?
stay to go pick up your daughter.
What time's he got to pick up his daughter?
He said very soon.
Very soon.
How old is his daughter?
This isn't the. This really isn't the father figure that she needs, I don't think.
No.
No. Quite far from it. Either you're on top or I bend you over.
Sorry.
He's a little deaf. What was the problem?
You have to leave. You can't be in here.
What's that?
You can't be in here recording.
Okay. Don't stop recording.
Way to commit to the bit.
Causing a whole scene in this Walmart. I mean, this is much more of a scene than what would have been made up if we talked to him outside.
It could have been way more civil.
Yeah.
I mean,
We were going outside to talk. There's fresh air out there.
Do you maybe need some fresh air, Anthony?
he's really committing to the part.
His eyes keep opening.
Yeah.
Looks
I mean-
like they're trying to open up, wake up.
Anthony, this is obviously cap. I see your eyes. Your eyes are open. I mean, can you just get up and so we can go outside and talk about this? Anthony, are you with me? Can you hear me? You all right, Anthony? Are you able to get yourself up? Okay, you should be able to. Okay.
Is this normal for you?
I don't know if
to
you
pass
should.
out
Maybe you
blood?
should just sit there.
Your hand is very dirty. I'm not going to contaminate myself. There are some shelves behind you that you can use to lift yourself, though.
Maybe you should sit down, sir.
Maybe just take it
Sit
easy.
back, lean back. Lean back on the shelf.
Yeah, just lean back like Fat Joe.
Anthony, you can do whatever you want, okay?
That was Fat
But I
Joe,
would
lean
suggest
back,
you
right?
Sit down till the paramedics come, and then the police will be here as well.
I think it was Fat
to talk
Joe,
to
right?
you, okay?
Huh? Lean back was
So maybe
Fat Joe,
just
right?
Sit there for a minute, but you can do whatever
Not
you
lean
want.
back.
It was Fat
It was Fat Joe,
Whatever
yeah,
you'd
for
like
sure.
to do.
Yeah.
Okay? You're free to leave. You can walk out there, but we did call an ambulance for you, okay?
They're gonna be here soon.
Well, let's
Oh, it's
walk
fine.
outside.
What happened? Do you have seizures or something?
I do have a history of this.
Was that a seizure?
I have no clue.
Are you on any sort of drugs?
You probably shouldn't.
No, I'm
you
not.
probably
No
shouldn't
drugs.
stand up.
And then, what's your first last name?
It's done happened to me like that before.
Getting caught in 4K or the passing out?
Do what?
Getting caught in 4K or the passing out?
The passing out.
Okay.
He was the one.
So you haven't been caught doing this before?
I've never done this.
This is your first time?
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Anthony, do you know how many times we've heard that?
Me personally, no, I really don't.
Okay. Well, we've heard it a lot.
Okay,
Never.
so right now we have to fill out this incident. So
Okay.
ignore that for now.
That's crazy.
Let him
'cause when
fill
I
that
had
out.
a seizure when I woke up, I didn't remember what happened right before.
Yeah.
I remember she hit me a 14-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Medicine these days wants to get hot medicine.
Well, we'll let him fill out his, seizure form, and then maybe we can ask him some questions after.
I'm just looking out for your safety.
I understand.
You almost hit your head on this. Pretty much saved your life.
Yeah, you really
Appreciate
did.
that.
So should you be walking around right now? You definitely shouldn't be driving.
Maybe just take it easy for a minute.
Just relax. The ambulance will be here. Not the fall again.
No, I'm good.
You what?
I just want to go outside, get some
You
fresh
can do
air.
whatever you want. No one's
Out with you. Make sure
We'll
you
make
get
sure.
out
I'll make sure you don't fall,
Thank you.
hit your head or something.
Oh, there's the ambulance for him. Perfect. Hopefully they brought the police with them.
So do you want to admit right now that was fake?
And there's a whole bunch of kids.
Was that real?
Yes,
That was real.
the truth.
No, when you fell, was that real?
Yes. Yes,
Can I ask why you said you've never had sex with a 14-year-old before?
that is true. I never
Okay.
have.
Why tell it to her though, and then you ask her what she wants to do?
Okay, so at this point, he needs to seek medical attention. So
Oh, okay.
Let them look him
Yeah.
over, make
Oh.
sure everything's okay first.
Yeah, I
and
just
then
wanted to
you
ask him.
I know.
Okay.
But we need to let him do his thing.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Oh, this is the sexually charged conversation he was having with the 14-year-old girl that he was here to meet today. Yes, sir.
So after 5 or 10 minutes, he finally gets up and the EMT is there. We walk him outside to the ambulance, and that's not the last that we see of Anthony. No, no, no.
What do you think the chances are that that was real? That fall?
I'd say zero. Zero to none.
That's what I was thinking.
0 to none.
0% chance.
0% chance that was real.
I'm no doctor, so I didn't want to be sure. I don't want to speak
Right.
out my ass.
Right.
It didn't look real to me. Like when I went. To
Not at all.
I went to catch. He literally went. Like
He forced himself down.
Like
that was. That's weird.
Sorry for bumping into you when he was falling over. I didn't know where to go.
That is some different. Only in Indiana, I feel like you wouldn't see some this in Michigan.
Right.
No, this wouldn't happen in Michigan. This is there's something in the water down over here.
You're not wrong.
Look at that shirt. He's wearing a Confederate flag is that a Confederate flag blanket?
She realized they lost, right?
It's all going good. We're gonna get him outside. No scene.
Yeah.
He just had a couple.
No scene. I think it's a little late for that.
Right.
Oh yeah. How we were gonna do it, there wasn't gonna be a scene.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Yeah.
now,
Then he just made the biggest scene we've ever had.
Well, hopefully watch
We're probably gonna get banned.
I'll tell you, there's something in the water over here in Indiana.
Probably.
Wouldn't surprise me.
To be honest.
I do.
Our usual thing, man. So that guy came here and me 14? 13.
14. It was 14 in the show.
14-year-old. Then, as we were walking out, he fell down.
On purpose.
I don't know what that was. It seemed fake to all of us. We don't know. But, so that's pretty much what's going on.
Okay. Was he even talking or anything, or?
Like before he collapsed?
Or now? What's going on now?
Oh yeah.
So he was talking to us. He was talking to us. He fell down. I was on the ground for like
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
He was on there for a minute.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes, yeah.
And then he got up and started talking again, and we came outside.
Okay. Is this everything you guys got on him?
Is this the entire chat?
That's not, but
Are you able to summarize it real quick, kind of what he's...
there's,
summarize?
it's on there, isn't there?
He asked for nudes at least twice. He said, if you truly want to send me a couple of naked pics,
Then he went to Snapchat. He said send a live naked one. Yeah. Asked if I was on any birth control. Said okay, just wondering. Wish I could get condoms. I would pull out before I came.
Is this a 13-year-old girl or something?
14.
Okay.
I have a picture of me on there somewhere.
Oh, what do you think? Was that pass out real?
No, not at all. 0% chance.
At this point, he probably thought he was saved and he wasn't going to have to answer any more questions. But then comes the Marion Police Department.
Oh boy. Here we go, here we go. All right, what do you think they're talking about over there? Police is obviously going over the chat log with them.
Them two right there?
These two right here, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, see the police is going over the chat log with them?
probably saying something like, I was just trying to make sure.
Yeah, that's what
I
he
was
said,
just trying
yeah.
to help her.
Yeah.
I just said those sexual things to see where she was at.
Just to see what she would say.
Just to see how much trouble she was really in.
Yeah.
So I could know.
Thinking probably another Calvin situation.
Right. He's probably
Right.
doing some
just
kind
doing an experiment.
some kind of experiment, some kind of
Yeah.
chomo studies. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those out there.
All in the name of science.
All in the name of science. And putting in good work.
Yeah.
Really
It's
good
crazy that someone would commit a full-on felony just to do some research.
work. Hey, that's the dedication for science.
For science.
It's for science.
Yeah.
You can do anything for science.
Yeah, apparently.
The progression of science.
They call that fellas around to find out.
I think so. Friend find out. That is what they call that.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, he looks like a GTA villain or something.
Right.
Like Trevor's cousin or something.
It looks like he smells like pee.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that too. Thank you, gentlemen.
And this is when reality really started to hit Anthony. I think at this point he knew that the act that he was trying to pull off wasn't going to work, and that he was going to have to talk to the police about what he was there to do.
Go give him one phone call.
True.
Thanks for helping me pick out my oil. 5W30.
So we give the kind officer the chat log. He goes through it. He questions Anthony on a few things, and finally puts him in handcuffs, books him, and Anthony goes to the police station in the back of a cop car. And that's pretty much the story of Anthony. It's quite a sad one if you think about it.
I didn't see the names in there from all you guys, like sometimes there is in the packets. Was there not one at all?
No, this time we didn't.
Okay. We're going to bounce and then I'm going to...
We're leaving, yeah.
Okay.
So are we banned from Walmart?
Technically, yes. The group is banned.
Group,
stuff like
okay.
that. So I don't think it's going to be an issue as far as like coming back to shop at Walmart or
Okay.
something like that.
Can I ask one question?
What's that?
Is it because we're black? Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
Nothing to do with it.
All right, cool. Hopefully he's got a backup plan to pick up his daughter. Safe travels, Anthony.
Stay away from kids, Anthony. Including your daughter.
Wash your hands.
Please wash your hands, Anthony.
Ultimately, the whole pass out thing that Anthony tried in Walmart didn't really play out in his favor. After he is booked by the police, he is charged with a couple of things. His bond was set to just under $10,000, I believe. If you ask me, that's a little low, but what can you do? We called the police and got the job done, and they did what they could, I suppose. I imagine Anthony is probably out on bond at this point, and I just hope that he can really think about his actions and, not do a thing like this again. Ultimately, we know that there are many, many other predators out there, just like Anthony, and if they happen to get caught up in our investigation, they will be discovered, and they'll ultimately get skeeted, just like Anthony did
on this day.